Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have an important question which was asked in TCS NQT April 9 shift. So the question is find the matrix row prime validation. You are given two integers that is m and then m cross n matrix elements. Check whether each row contains at least one prime number. So the conditions are if m value or n value is less than equal to 0, then print wrong input. If total elements are less than m cross n, print wrong input. If any element is negative, print wrong input. If all rows contains at least one prime number, then it's a valid. Okay, na? And they have to print, or else print not valid. So the input will be m cross n and matrix elements. So this is a first test case. 2 cross 3 means 2 rows, 3 columns, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 10. So it's a valid because first row has a 5 as a prime number and second row has a 7 as a prime number. So the second test case 2 cross 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. See, both rows doesn't have any prime number, but it passes top three conditions like it's not less than 0 m cross n and m cross n or not wrong inputs, and there is no negative number also, so it will pass in the wrong input conditions and it will not pass that prime logic. Okay, now so it will be not valid. So let's move to the logic. So see, here I have taken the inputs. So here I have written one condition: if m is less than or equal to 0 and is less than or equal to 0, so it's a wrong input. So I have taken an array, and therefore this is the thing how we can take input for 2 cross 2 matrix. So here, see, there will be confusion in this total elements or less than m cross n. See, this you guys will think we will count and we will check whether it is less than or greater than like that. But they are not checking like that, but they are checking in this way. See, I will explain you. See, if the for that I have written one condition, that is sc dot has next in. They are checking whether the elements entered, like for 2 cross 2, if the user enters 1 2 3 s is a character. So the elements that integers are just 3, so it will not pass that condition, no. So to check that condition, they have written this m cross n, m into n is less than 0. Sorry, not less than 0. It is if it is less than m cross n. Okay, now the elements enter are less than m cross n. Okay, now so that condition not like counting and then evaluating this is like this. So if the next, see, has next, what it will do is in the stream of inputs, so we will enter inputs now. In that stream of inputs, it will calculate the next element is whether it is an integer or not. To calculate that, we have used here has next int. Okay, now if we enter any of the character, so it will print that wrong input and return. And then for the condition, like if it is a negative value, I have written this condition. You guys know this is an easy condition, and the logic is here. So I have run the loop on the matrix. On each element it will traverse row by row. Okay, so and they see, this is the prime logic. That's it, this is a prime logic. See, here I have given one condition. What's the condition? Here I have created one variable called count. See, count, what it will do is whether each row contains the prime number. I'm finding that only. Okay, now see, okay, now count is 0. If at last what I will do is I will match this count and the rows. If the count is equivalent to rows, then what means that is a valid. So how I have counted the incremented this count means, see, if I get any of the prime number, what I will do, I will count and I will continue. I will do continue. Okay, now see, if I get any of the prime number, I will count and I will continue. See, here I got one doubt. See, I will enter this like this. Wait, I will run the logic. See, I will enter 2 cross 2 and 5 7 6 6. See, this is a wrong input. See, it's a not valid. It will give valid. See, this is the catch. See, if a row has two things, it will count, and the second row doesn't have. So for that, what we have to do, we have to think. So what can we do? See, guys, I got the logic. So what is that means? See here, what for each row, I will create one count C. Okay, now for this count is different, this C is different. Okay, so if the flag is correct, if the flag is correct for each row, I will count how many primes are there. Okay, now I will count. See, after doing this count, what I will do is if C is greater than 0, okay now, if C is greater than 0, what I will do is I will increment the count. Okay now, I will increment the count. Okay, is this correct? So think and tell this. So let's test this conditions whether it will work or not. So I will run the loop. Same thing. 5, 7, 6, 6. I'm sorry. I will run once again. I will enter 2 cross 2, 5 and 7, 6, 6. So it's not valid. See, it's giving no correct output as not valid. So we will test the previous conditions also whether it's working or not. 2 cross 2. So what's the conditions? So 4 and 6 are 4, 6, 8 and 10. So it's not valid. Okay, it's working here also, and with I will run once again, and I will run what's it 2 space 3 and 4 6 5 7 6 8. See, it's a valid. Okay, see, it's working correctly. So this is the logic, and it's perfectly working according to me. So that's it in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.